Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Excellent. Okay, time to move on. Whoa! I have no idea what's up with this segment. Because even with magic, they are very difficult to hit. Bugs. All the bugs. So many bugs. And we are soon about to get our third G report. Our third GACT report. And it can be quite a painful experience. Because we'll be surrounded by enemies. Bulletproof enemies. And just to assure that I can hit them with magic, what you are sacrificing when you choose to equip magic is that you can't have the Cerberus relief equipped, the accessory that increases your defense. You end up relying on this accessory very much, which is why it's a pain to have magic equipped. But I guess that's good game design. You have to balance it out. If you could have both good defense and magic, you would have both. You wouldn't have to choose. See? My HP drops like, I don't know. And these guys just keep spawning, and to top it off, I can't make them fall over except by, well, killing them. Woof. That was painful. Now, if this had been the first version of the game, we would not have been able to jump all the way to that upper pipe. We would have had to transform into Gallium Beast. Actually, I think I'm going to use Gallium Beast now just to restore my HP. So that's your only way to get the G report in that first version of the game, by transforming into Gallium Beast, standing on the rising platform and jumping. It's also helpful in that version to use the Mako points that are scattered around to make sure your Gallium Beast form is sustained for a longer period. Right, we are going here. To a boss battle. The scene shows us quite a few gargoyles, but I think in the main boss battle you only see a maximum of 2 gargoyles. The number might have been decreased during playtesting because the gargoyles can be annoying. Oh, I love how overpowered the ultimate weapon is. Don't you mess with me. That should contaminate the live stream. The game's plot makes a point of, yeah, the live stream, the deep ground is collecting. It has to be pure, and well, technically I should have ruined their plans now. A big airship just crashed into the pool. But no, it doesn't contaminate anything. We can throw anything into the pools of life. No need to be environmentally friendly when we are trying to summon the end of the world. I think the ice spell, or rather the blizzard spell, isn't as quick. It isn't as fast as the fire magic. I haven't compared blizzard and fire a whole lot. Oops! I meant to equip thunder. Oh well. It doesn't matter now, because past this point we will not use magic again. Or will I? Maybe I should try. And Vincent employs his ESP yet again.
You don't look too rough.
Or whatever it is that makes him sense his surroundings so well.
In there, huh?
Yeah. Come on.
Ah yes, finally! In the throne room. Where Vice resides.
This is Vice.
And he is obsessed with the wolf theme too.
It's dead?
But not for long.
Not for long.
A new life breathes inside him. Just as one does.
Wait, he's pregnant? Vincent is pregnant? Yuffie, are you the father? Mother? Mother?
What's he doing? What's he doing? What's going
Yuffie, you didn't wear any protection, did you? Now Vincent has a chaotic being inside of him.
It seems like an eternity since I was granted the knowledge of rebirth.
Granted.
By who?
What?
Omega?
Yeah, you've beaten weapon creatures before. This should be a cinch. Oh no, not the darkness. No, this is very much like the scene in the original game, where Tifa ends up in a black space, a sort of limbo, before she ends up in Cloud's consciousness. So the concept of the realm Nero contains, or is able to teleport people into it, it's not entirely beyond established FF7 world building. Ugh. Looked like those black orbs were trying to impregnate her. Ugh. I think I'm stuck on the impregnation theme now. After we learned that a being grows inside of Vincent and Vice.
All right.
What the heck was that?
Oblivion, perhaps. My darkness. It can absorb as well as extract almost anything.
Oh no.
However,
Now you pissed off Vincent.
things as
Do you realize how many
of a daemon.
Vincent X Yuffie shippers you've caused great passion in
It's ululated
by harming Yuffie?
like a roller.
How can you...
Yuffie, stay here.
Ah, yes. You were invulnerable to the darkness. No one will take my brother away from me again.
Yes, whatever you say, Nero Targaryen. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. No spiders, please. Come on. Ah, yes. I want to destroy these laser crystals before they can cause me harm. The shield usually is easier to remove. Yay! Burn the spider! Burn it with lava! Each of the Tzviets in their design have elements of Vincent in them, and Nero certainly has, well, he sort of has Vincent's hair, and most definitely his association with darkness. Arch Azul has the equivalent of Vincent's Galian beast by transforming into a giant creature. And Rosso, well, she has that golden gauntlet and, well, the redness of Vincent. Shulk, well, her aging has been stunted, whatever the word is. And Vincent is, well, practically immortal, so there is that similarity.
Sorry about that.
So, like I've stated before, I do quite enjoy the Tzviets, the colored Tzviets in this game. And they are very much more enjoyable than the silver-haired trio in Advent Children. So, what similarity can be drawn between Vincent and Weiss? Well, they both inhabit these epic creatures. I mean, Vincent has Chaos and Weiss has Omega. Other than that, there is not much of a similarity. I probably want to start with... yeah. We're all good to go! Time for a shitload of cutscenes! I'm pretty sure that the Japanese voice actor of Weiss is also the one who does the voice for Alucard in Hellsing, the Hellsing animations, which is very fitting. It's a good voice. It's a good voice for villains.
Together, at last. I won't leave you again. Never.
Ah yes, now you can finally be penetrated by your brother like you've always wanted. Oh no, not that way! That's not what you meant!
I'm finished with you.
Aw, discarded. Poor thing.
Your weapons are useless. My body is one with Omega, just as yours is with Chaos.
Okay, be prepared, folks. You're gonna get a lot of this.
Chaos
Talking.
is nothing more than a power
Talking and exposition and talking and explanations and talking.
that will lead this planet's soul to the stars.
And some more talking.
There is nothing that can destroy me. Nothing. Vincent Valentine. And so we meet again. What? Still in the dark.
Don't you remember? I was your college roommate.
About looking for Sephiroth, I took it upon myself to distribute my data, my mind, my knowledge, my inner being, across the worldwide network. And even though my body had died and the world had been left in ruin, I survived in a virtual reality. When the network was restored, the scattered data regrouped and I was reborn. A neo-reunion, you could say. You.
That's right, boys. It's me.
And so the dead horse is beaten.
I'm sorry. Let us do this right. Hello, Vincent. How long has it been? 3 years? You know, when I first read it, I thought that woman's thesis was utter nonsense.
Ah yes, just like you thought the weapons did not exist.
From legend past had anything to do with your survival. However, 3 years ago, when you transformed into chaos right before my eyes, I must say I was shocked. Who would have thought her theory was actually valid? And so I began thinking, if chaos exists, then so too must Omega. And if you could become one, then maybe I could become the other, to traverse the cosmos in a blaze of glory. It was the chance of a lifetime. But there was a problem. Only a strong shell could hold back Omega's might. And it could not be just anyone. You see, boy, the reason you were able to play such a perfect host for chaos was because my experiments had endowed you with a nearly indestructible body. Thanks to me, you are standing here today.
Yeah, he's not finished.
Now, where was
Oh, that was a tangent?
Ah, yes. I attempted to perfect my body for Omega by injecting myself with Genova's cells.
Now, this is where stuff gets troublesome. He says that the idea of... well, he started believing in Omega only when he saw Vincent transforming into Chaos. And, well, the only time in the original game where we know how you could have seen this is during the events at the end of Disc 2 in Midgar on the sister Ray. But by that point Hojo had already induced himself with Genova cells. So the plot is telling us that at some point before these final Disc 2 events in the original game, Hojo saw Vincent transform into Chaos. When the bloody hell was that? It means that essentially a re-release of Final Fantasy VII, something more akin to a remake at least, would have, for canon, for continuity, consistency, show us a scene where Hojo sees Vincent transforming into Chaos. Which is of course troublesome, because Chaos is an optional limit break in the original game, and well, there just isn't enough scripted events, there aren't enough obligatory events to accommodate for that. This is the detail I like to think about when I think about the remake. Damn, how are they going to make this fit for, well, a remake? And, well, the situation I like to imagine is that, well, maybe when Shinra and the Cloud and the others were at the Northern Crater, right before Sephiroth's reunion and the weapons were summoned, that maybe at some point there Vincent could have transformed into Chaos. I'm not sure what the scene and exact context would be, but that's when we know Vincent and Hojo were near the same location. So, yeah. But of course this would require Vincent to transform into Chaos during a cutscene. Yeah, that might work. I mean, you can have him transform into Chaos during a cutscene, but then only you gain the limit break later on. So, yeah, something like that. Something like that.
However, that didn't go as I had planned. I failed to consider the fact that the cells might try to take over my mind and eat away at my soul. And so, as a safety measure, I came up with a brilliant plan to transmit my neurodata across the world.
Ah yes, the worldwide network. The thing that was never mentioned in the original game, or in Advent Children, or in Before Crisis, or in On the Way to a Smile, or in The Kids Are Alright. It is only ever mentioned in Dirge of Cerberus.
Durable body, and that's when I remembered deep ground, home to the most powerful beings on this planet.
Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus does have its own themes and yeah, little world-building ideas going on that don't appear anywhere else.
I even found a willing assistant in the lad Nero here to help carry out my so-called rebirth. Though never did he expect I would take control of his beloved brother's mind.
Yeah, credit to the voice actor. That's a good evil scientist laugh.
If the chaos within you was born of a tainted life stream, then the almighty Omega would be born of a pure one.
And he continues on and on talking. I mean, all this stuff, sure, it's important to know.
So I had my minions gather up the unconfessed,
I can't think of a different way for them to pull this off.
thus awakening Omega.
It's better for stuff to be explained than to not be explained. I mean, we've seen this before, where some stuff in Final Fantasy VII only gets explained in guidebooks and not in the actual game. It's just too bad that sometimes we instead get exposition dumps.
Only a scientist of my caliber is worthy to become one with Omega and leave this planet for the stars.
Hojo. I've heard enough.
This is the end of your exposition dump days. And you could kill him right there.
You're getting old, Vincent Valentine.
But you won't, because you just stand here and laugh maniacally.
You just can't leave me alone, can you? Now sit right there. I want you to see this.
And once I have absorbed the life stream,
Alright, one detail to remember, a plot point we have all forgotten by this point. The proto-materia is currently inside Vice's body, because it was the key to controlling Omega. Keep that in mind.
this isn't over.
So eager to die, are we? Very well. I wanted to test my journey anyway.
So begins a scripted battle. Spoiler alert. Though it is better. I'm actually wasting ammo because I can't win this battle. But you know, it's sort of like the battle against Vile in the beginning of Mega Man X. You know you can't win, but oh, you just want to fight him anyway. And see how long you can last. And as you can see, his life bar is not being depleted. Think if this was, well, like a Chrono Trigger. Where if you defeat Lavos at a point when he's at the strongest, you get to the developer rooms and stuff. No, I doubt that's the case. Okay, kill me. Thanks. If this was the original game, my Phoenix Down would be used up here. But for the re-release, they fixed that part. It's not fair to lose a Phoenix Down during a scripted battle.
You already tried that, Vincent.
Ah yes, right, they have a telepathic connection.
Vincent, you cannot defeat this enemy by simply trying to overpower him. Take control. Don't let chaos rule you.
Yeah, use chaos control, just like in Sonic.
Enough of this charade.
Please, Vincent.
Aha! It looks like our Dr. Crescent has a friend. Ha! But she won't help you now. Vincent Valentine! Ah! Why, you? Utilizing the photon material to draw forth chaos while maintaining your human...
Thank you for explaining it, Hojo. But like I said again, most of us will have forgotten by this point that Vice has the proto-materia, and I did not notice until just now that Vincent created a field that encompassed both him and Vice, and oh my god, this is a complicated plot. And Vincent Valentine is retracing his Keanu Reeves roots by acting like Neo from The Matrix.
Power of chaos. You won't be able to stop me. Stop Omega.
Hojo,
Huh?
I said I've heard enough.
What?
It's time to end this. Right here, right now.
You insignificant fool!
Yeah, you're not a true villain before you've said that somebody is a fool. You fool! Ow! I may run out of bullets in this battle because I wasted them earlier.
The power of Omega. The world shall bathe in blood. You can't hurt me. will die with the planet.
Die! There! And this marks the last segment of, well, normal gameplay.
Why is Omega's power fading? Why?
Vi,
What's going on? Impossible!
Oh my! There's a lot of sexual things going on over here. Creatures inside of people and, well, empreg and brother incest. Ugh, what a story.
silence. Silence. I'm speaking with my brother.
You what?
Dear Vice.
Oh no, not this bit. The dreaded Yowie bit.
Let us become one. Let us come to
Oh come on, you're not even being subtle about it!
ever tear us apart.
I want Sailor Moon back! I want Sailor Moon back! And for those who don't know, Sailor Moon is my name for Yuffie
Vice.
in this game.
No! Stop it! You can't! This is my body now!
And blink and you'll miss this moment when the proto-materia falls down right there. It is so easy to miss. So effing easy to miss. Ooh, this is juicy. More leveling up. Oh, I'd never been at this high of a level before. We can buy a potion and set an elixir because I know an elixir is coming up. And yeah. And I don't technically need any handgun bullets, so nah. Bullshit! You did shit! Sailor Moon, you did nothing! Vincent did everything! And, well, Shulk, who projected a hologram of Lucrezia because Shulk has downloaded Lucrezia's fragments from a science report. Yep. That's the plot! And I think that's supposed to be the Shera crashing down there. You can't see it clearly now, but you'll see the Shera later having crashed. The airship. Okay, so in the original game we had Meteor coming down on Midgar, plus a lot of other events before that. Alright, there was Zirconiade in Before Crisis, and then in Advent Children it was Sephiroth, and now in Dirge of Cerberus it's Omega Weapon. Holy wow! Midgar can't catch a break. And the next bit confuses me because, I mean, the point of chaos is to collect all life for Omega Weapon, presumably, well, killing all the small bits that are left, or I don't know, carrying live stream, I'm not quite sure. And yet, here we see Chaos charging Omega Weapon like it's an enemy. And, well, Vincent does not have the proto-materia right now, so we know that it runs on Chaos Instinct, and yet Chaos wants to destroy Omega Weapon. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't fit with what we've learned.
Drawn out of the shadows to serve as a counter.
What do you mean a counterbalance? Chaos and Omega just complement each other.
However,
They don't. It doesn't. He doesn't serve as a counterbalance. You're not keeping. I mean, be clear about the role of Chaos and Omega. Don't mix it up.
inside Omega should act as a type of virtual network. It wouldn't be impossible, but maybe I could. Vincent, be grateful that I not only uploaded Lucrezia's thoughts.
Again, who does that? What scientist uploads her wishes and dreams, except in the form of writing blog posts on LiveJournal or some such?
SND.
I quite like this bit that she can use the live stream as a means of performing an S&D. I can buy that. That feels creative. Oh, I don't know where this is going. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. And now Lucrezia's spirit is in the live stream, helping bring the proto-materia to Shelk. Wow. And Lucrezia just came off as the Virgin Mary or some other religious figure. I wonder if those black tentacle things are supposed to be Nero's will. Or maybe it's just Omega. Phew.
Take this, Vincent.
So now that Vincent has the proto-materia, then Vice can't control Omega Weapon any longer, right? I mean, that's what they said. The proto-materia, the key to controlling Omega. But later on we'll see that Vice is still in control. Well, at least to some degree. So we have to assume either that the proximity to the proto-materia helps him control Omega, or that the story is just pulling more bullshit on us.
I have to hurry, or the tissue will continue to decay.
I see. Another experiment? You're using this fine specimen.
No! You're wrong! You're wrong! You're wrong! Experiment? I found it. I couldn't never again.
And, yeah, this is the man Lucrezia had a child with. The, well, essentially the Joker from Batman if he was an evil scientist.
You had his eyes. I didn't I didn't want to remember. I pushed you away, but... now I realize.
I never noticed those tears before.
Not today.
Wow, such a ridiculous hairstyle.
Vincent.
I mean, the hair looks... it looks so heavy somehow.
Your eyes are exactly like your father's. I've done it. Born of the life stream. But instead, born was away from me.
Whining won't help. Whining won't help! Oh, this bit. This bit is so wonderfully confusing at first. I'm pausing the game because I need to talk about this. My first impression in this scene was always that the proto-materia just appear right the fuck out of nowhere. Just appearing for plot convenience, because she needed the proto-materia at the time. But in the stage we are about to visit, we will collect an Omega report which states that the proto-materia was found in the same cave where they found Chaos, the cave where Lucrezia later dwells inside a crystal. So only thanks to a report you gain after this scene, you will understand that no, the proto-materia who suddenly shines here in this scene did not appear out of nowhere. It was already there. She had already collected it together with Grimoire Valentine. So that's the extent we have to go in order to piece together and understand some of the confusing bits.
The materia I found here.
Yeah, that's what she means. When she says we found together, she means that she and Grimoire Valentine found it together. Although it seems at first like she says, yeah, she and Vincent found it together. Also, Lucrezia is having great trouble running a program. Or she can't program worth shit. She can't code worth shit. No! CSS is too hard! It's just too hard!
What am I doing? Give it back! Give my son back!
And how is your experiment proceeding?
I don't know! I don't care! Let me see him! Just once!
And this bit often gives me goosebumps. Not even Dirge of Cerberus
I can't.
can ruin the moment when a mother just wants to see her newborn son.
I'm sorry. I can't take it anymore.
So at least in this one moment, I am allowed some sympathy for Lucrezia.
My mind.
Not because of the main plot
Before I go,
of this game,
must
but
leave
because of a remnant
for him. Wait.
of something from the original game.
is she?
Dr. Lucrezia Crescent.
So I am to collect the data files. The fragments she left within the network.
And for some reason the fragments of her emotions and memories that she left in the network.
Materia. That is where he requires your assistance.
He? That information is unnecessary. Connect with her, Vincent. Connect with her heart.
Connect with her heart. That's the power of love. And we're back in the cave. So what we are experiencing right now is Vincent telepathically connected to the wildly acting memory fragments of Lucrezia within Shulk. I know I've said that many times before now, but it's still so
The real me.
needlessly complicated.
Long ago.
And Lucrezia still comes off as insane. Maybe even more so when she speaks in a normal tone. Oh, that comment in the chat room just now, it's so perfect. It's like we're in Kingdom Hearts all of a sudden. Yeah, everything is needlessly complicated. It's just like Kingdom Hearts. That's such a great game series to compare this with.
The warm breeze on our skin. I know that it no longer exists. Things fade with time. Many things in this world. But there are some things that we cannot let disappear.
And Vincent is just there brooding. Then again, he is supposed to be passive in the scene.
I realized my true feelings, even if you may never understand them.
Yeah, I don't think anyone understands you, lady.
Not that I mind, though. But this isn't how it was supposed to be. I've made too many mistakes. And I've hurt you so much.
Yep.
Why did I do what I did?
Yes, why did you do what you did?
I'm so sorry.
Ah yes, because you were written that way.
But I'm so happy. You survived.
Oh, now, the money shot! The money shot is coming up! Oh, yes, he could fit an apple inside of that mouth. And he dives all the way into deep ground and flies back up again. Yep. Imagine if he had just done that in the first place.
You're late.
Sorry about that.
Oh, he's like a cloud, always late.
Not that I mind, though.
She was always like that. Only believing what she wanted to.
So, Vincent, why don't you try telling her that yourself?
Maybe I will. But before that, I have a story to end.
I really like the design of Chaos Vincent. Quite badass. Gun included. Alright, we have a game to play. And this is what the game death penalty looks like in this game. Quite different from the original game's design, which looked more just like a flashy rifle. Well, it was rather a simple rifle. Oops! There are so many more enemies in the X-Hard mode. I have to pay attention because they pack a mean punch. I mean, if you move forward too quickly, you are going to be killed by all these enemies that flash by before you. So don't be hasty. Follow the words of Treebeard. Don't be hasty. Oh. And sadly, we can't equip anything else here. We can change to the other guns, but we can't equip any accessories together with the death penalty. Like I said, if I had just hovered right through here, I would have been... Oops! Dead meat. Ugh. Everywhere. Now, I have actually nothing against this segment, this endgame segment existing. It is very different from everything else that precedes it, but it feels like a nice reward to be able to play in this form and just in general feel badass. Your skills from earlier in the game are not tested, but they don't have to be. Not in this segment. That's essentially your reward for getting through the game to this point. I'm reminded of Super Metroid. It's not quite the same scenario, but in the final bit of the game you get an overpowered beam that shoots through everything. And the only challenge is in getting through the stage fast enough before everything explodes. And that's a nice reward after everything you've experienced, to get that overpowered gun, laser beam. And here is an Omega report, just in this random spot. Presumably, this second half, these 4 remaining reports, let's see, where were you? Was the half that Shelk had uploaded to her mind. But in gameplay, it takes quite a lot of time to collect them. And with that, we have all the Omega reports. Let's see. Ah yes, I have determined the material found by Dr. Valentine at the Fountain of Chaos to be a type of refined antimatter formed within the grotto over the past several millennia. Antimatter. So, once it interacts with normal matter, the entire solar system should explode. But yeah, that sounds powerful and sciencey. Just say, it's antimatter. The proto-materia, it's made out of antimatter. Or if this was the Japanese game, it would be the ancient materia. But no, here it is, the proto-materia. Antimatter. We might as well talk about reversing polarities and other Star Trek technobabble stuff. And yes, the G reports. We have those two. I don't think there are many more moments. There aren't many more moments after this where we can just take our time to, well, view stuff in the menu. In hard mode and X-hard, the game still goes on, even when you are in the menu. It doesn't freeze. So only in normal mode you can read these reports in peace anywhere in the game. Okay, come at me! I was born for this! Haha! Ooh. Yay, Cloud! My fanboy self can run rampant.
Sorry about the wait.
Everything's clear over here.
They're all yours now, Vincent!
All on a day's work.
Fire.
Man, Yuffie was fast. I mean, going all that way from deep ground, all the way up here to now.
When did I start caring so much about what happened? The rest is up to you.
Oh, yes, yes, the moment is here. The moment is here. What we've all been waiting for. By your powers combined, he is Captain Chaos!
Guess I have no choice. It's time to save the world.
Go, go, Avalanchers! Woo, woo, yeah, 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 go, go, Avalanchers! Taste all that cheese. It's so good. It's so cheesy. And it gets better with some guct. Longing by Gact. And here we are, just going through the veins of a huge being. At least the game succeeds in making it feel like you are roaming the inside of a humongous, well, creature. Omega weapon. I just try to think of Omega weapon as a white whale. White whale, holy grail. Come on.